At SimRacing Expo 2025, the first live gameplay of Assetto Corsa EVO on the free roam map in the Eifel region around the Nürburgring was showcased. In recent months, we have spoken at length with Kunos co-founder Marco Masaruto about open-world gameplay, and the current presentation and livestream on the Expo once again confirmed many elements, such as the fact that you can drive anywhere without restrictions. Some exciting new videos of the open world were shown, which we will now take a closer look at. Welcome back to Overtake. As you may already know, the launch of the open world in Assetto Corsa EVO has been postponed. It was originally announced for summer 25. Kunos is now holding back on public statements about the roadmap and schedule, so it's currently unknown when we can expect the first version with free roam. The drivable region in the Eifel is said to be a faithful reproduction of a 1,600 square kilometer area with the Nordschleife at its heart. To illustrate this, using this map, the area around the Nordschleife alone measures 30 square kilometers, and this will fit into the open world about 53 times, which is enormous, if I have calculated it correctly. The 22.8 kilometer long Green Hell track will soon be coming in early access 0.4, giving us a good taste of the Eifel already. We were able to drive our very first lap in the livestream, and the track felt really good. It is the very last version of the Nordschleife with laser scan and all that stuff, and if you spend a lot of time there in real life, you will notice how faithfully Kunos has recreated the track. In 0.4, we can also expect further refinements to the tire model, and lots of dream cars, such as the BMW M3 CSL E46, MK4 Supra, Porsche 718 Cayman GT4 RS, and Ferrari F40 LM, and also the Daytona SP3. Oulton Park and Road Atlanta are also being added, making this one of the biggest steps in early access for AC EVO so far. Pushing the BMW M8 competition to its limits on the Nordschleife has definitely generated a lot of excitement for this coming update, which will hopefully arrive before Christmas. During the presentation, Marco Masaruto has apologized once again for the delays to the free roam map. The artists are working hard, non-stop on it, while other members of the team have had to focus on more essential areas of the game to get forward, kind of. However, the delays also mean that instead of the original announced 15 tracks in the game, 20 are now planned for version 1.0. We did, however, get to see some brand new gameplay footage of the free roam map, and I enjoyed recognizing the locations and roads that are very close to where I live. A year ago, I showed you a few roads in a video that you can look forward to experiencing in the open world. We can actually establish our first connection here when we reach the sign at the crossing towards the end of that road. This was shown in the new material and is located on the way from the ring towards the city of Adenau, or if you drive outside of Adenau in the direction to the ring. This is where the restaurant Zum Kleeblatt is located. The route out of Adenau past this car park on the right with the fence to this restaurant looks very true to the real thing. This whole place is modeled faithfully. So Marco mentioned once again that this is made possible by LiDAR scanning technology and the data provided to Kunos by the German authorities. Private houses are generic, by the way, while official buildings and businesses are mostly reproduced one-to-one. The roads are perfect for a game like this, as it should be a lot of fun to drive even with normal cars and less power. So you probably don't necessarily need a Ferrari Monza to enjoy the driving. That car was also teased here for the first time in the footage. From a technical point of view, it was also interesting that the live gameplay was shown here on a laptop with an RTX 4060 mobile version. Kunos seems to be very keen to ensure that this is well optimized, the open world, and that frame rates remain stable even in crowded areas such as the Ring Boulevard. This area already looks pretty busy, we will get to that also in a bit. AI traffic is also supposed to be coming then. They really want to make this open world feel alive and meaningful. I would also like to see authentic cars driving around and parked there, as in licensed cars. We can also see some footage of the industry park here, also very faithfully recreated, also with cars parking on site, and the parking lot at Mantai Racing. Normally, 95% of the cars parked there are Porsches. There's no way around it. It would be cool and make the surroundings even more credible if such details were taken into account than for the open world. In the new gameplay snippets, we now also see that you can drive off-road and that there are no invisible barriers. You can park your Ferrari Puro Sangue on any meadow, which is very cool. Marco also mentioned points of interest, POIs, and that you can navigate to them using a navigation system. This way, even locals or people who know the area a bit better might discover a few new places. For example, he mentioned a small lake near Adenau that he would like to visit next time because he found it in the game. I think I found it on Google Maps. It's more of a pond or firewater basin at the Exbach River, just before you enter Adenau from the L10. The area looks still a bit like work in progress coming down this road, but you can already clearly see the building of the gym and bike shop here on the left. Driving further, the area towards Aral gas station, Ventisette restaurant and Breitscheid bridge looks a little bit more developed. This whole place is likely to be the most work in terms of 3D modeling and architecture diversity, as Adenau is already a larger town. We also see the church in Quiddelbach briefly, as well as the famous ED Döttinger Höhe gas station that we also saw on earlier screenshots last year. Then we head back towards the Nürburgring itself. The Old Forsthaus or Ringhaus is located close to the entrance to the Nordschleife, and you can also see the sign for the rental car company RSR, which is just around the corner. Also just around the corner for you is the like button, so before we look at the most interesting part of that free roam showcase, if you like our content, you help us a lot when engaging with it in terms of thumbs up, subscribing, hitting that bell and commenting. If you want to support our work further and profit from a bunch of SimRacer benefits on our website overtake.gg, we even have more for you. You can become a premium member on our website overtake.gg. It's not just about the daily news, forums, guides and downloads. It's also a vibrant community. Premium members enjoy extra benefits such as an ad-free browsing experience, special community deals, discounts and Overtake Turbo, which provides setups, coaching and one free esports setup per month powered by Track Titan. There is also a racing club where you can race with great, fair people without worrying about your driver or safety rating. And if you love unboxing sim racing gear just as we do, there's a premium member giveaway every month. You can win pedal sets, handbrakes and nice steering wheels. Another cool feature are community reviews, so you can have a chance to contribute and share your opinion on not yet released hardware or games. Have your voice heard and help shape the future of sim racing. Join as a premium member on overtake.gg for just €1 a month. So I promised you that we would save the most interesting part for last. Here we see game director Davide Brivio driving the Puro Sangue along Ring Boulevard again. This area was constructed in 2009, by the way, and forms the heart of the visitor mile on the Grand Prix circuit. Boasts numerous shops and hotels, as well as a large exhibition area where also SimRacing Expos took place in the past. Then we go through the roundabout under the bridge to Nürburg village. The game's time has also been sped up a bit. We started at around 6 PM, going into the night quickly. Dynamic weather will also be a feature than in the open world. I also noticed that the clouds are rendered in a much more beautiful way here than in the current version of Assetto Corsa EVO. It looks much better. Nürburg looks incredibly good. I can hardly think of any other open world game that has ever reproduced a real-life location so faithfully. The view of the name-giving castle in the background is simply picturesque. When the entire Eifel map is finally released at some point, it will be an experience that no racing gamer or sim racer will want to miss. Don't you think? Let us know in the comments. It's also funny to think that, once this is out, I will be living in the Eifel, both physically and virtually. Finally, the reveal that you can drive directly from the open world onto the Nordschleife. This means that, if you're in a lobby with your friends, you can watch them drive around the track while you relax outside, for example at Brünnchen. I just really hope that the open world won't just serve as a backdrop, but will also offer meaningful activities and mechanics. This will be a key to success for this whole concept, I believe, and this will likely be one of Kunos' biggest challenges, so If you have any ideas for missions or gameplay ideas for the open world, please post them in the comments below. Maybe they will read it. There's currently a lot of debate around reckless drivers and visitors at the Nürburgring. A way will have to be found to incorporate plenty of education to ensure that no one is motivated to try to set any fastest times on public roads after testing them in the game. Bearing that in mind, drive safely, be sensible, and don't put yourselves or anyone else in danger. Here's a link to the live stream of our first Nordschleife lap in AC EVO. Unfortunately, microphone sound quality was a bit poor, but I hope you still enjoy it, and see you next time. Bye!